So YouTube is on if anybody wants to start on YouTube. Okay, let us go. So this is our 13th class of the semiconductor devices course. So last time we had talked about something called as, I had not mentioned it, but let me mention it today. A graded impurity semiconductor. Okay, what is graded? Anybody? What does graded mean? So I'm talking about this particular semiconductor that we had talked about in the last class. What does graded mean? Anybody?
So in which the doping is following,
Huh?
sir, in which the doping is not uniform, means it is following some gradient.
Yeah. So graded usually in English it means that there is some slope to it. Okay. So you're right that your doping is not uniform. Okay. Usually we assume uniform doping in most of the devices, but that is not really the case, as we had previously discussed when we were talking about ion implantation. Okay. So we had talked about a, if you are going to implant ions, then there is going to be some non-uniformity to your actual impurity concentration throughout your semiconductor when you go in depth. Okay, so this is not really an unusual situation. Okay, this being linear is a little bit unusual. You will not usually get such a linear situation in real life. It will be very difficult to control that, but it having some slope is not really unexpected. Okay, so we had, after doing all the analysis, we had found out that EC, so EF minus EI was what? Was some constant C1x plus C2. Is that okay? A straight line equation of a straight line. That is what we had found out. EF minus EI is this. Okay. And N0 is going to be what? As a function of x. I had written this as a function of x. EF is obviously a constant. It is a constant in x. So N0 x is equal to Ni exponential EF minus EI over KT, which is C1x plus C2 over KT. Okay, that is N0x. Now we had written down our equation for diffusion. Okay, what was diffusion current? J and diffusion was E dn by dx, which gave us E dn ni into 1 over kt into C1 into exponential C1x plus C2 over kt. Okay, is that okay? So if we take these two terms together, what do we have? What is this? ये क्या है? We are already done in the last class, but I wanted to repeat it, make it a little more systematic than the last class. Anybody?
Sir, N0.
Yeah. यार अटेंडेंस बड़ी गड़बड़ होती जा रही है, क्या बात है भाई? There are only 37 people on Teams and 22 on YouTube, and I know that there is a union. Means the intersection is not 0, so the attendance is really poor. What is going on? Arush, what is going on? Is the class very boring?
Sir, I don't think so.
Huh?
I don't know. I don't know, sir. I don't the class because. Sorry.
Then what is the problem? What do you think?
No idea, sir. बच्चे कुछ भी
I think
बता-
we'll have to start taking surprise quizzes now. Then only it is going to be. Anyway, I don't know. कुछ नहीं हो सकता. So this is going to be equal to n0x. है ना? You can look at it over on the left hand side. Okay. So we'll have, so Jn diffusion is equal to E dn C1 over Kt into n0x. Okay. Now what is drift current? What is drift? If I were to write down J and drift, what will that be? It will be n x into E mu n into electric field x. Is that okay? What do you think?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And we know that electric field at x is equal to minus dvx by dx. Everybody knows this, the relation between potential and electric field. You might have studied this in your 12th class or 11th, I don't know, or maybe even in the first semester in physics. Okay, Ex, the relation between potential and electric field is given by this equation. Okay, and what is this EC? यहाँ पर कोई electron है. What is that? If there is an electron present at any point in this band, how does that relate to EC? What does it have any relation to EC? Its energy or potential or anything? Does it have any relation to EC? We are already told that what is EC. EC क्या है? Anybody? Is there any relation between EC and the energy of an electron, or any? What is this? What is the y-axis on this particular graph?
Sir, the energy of the electron at EC will be EC only, means because
Yes.
it is the energy
This,
band.
this is actually the yeah, you're right. The energy, or this is the energy of an electron. Okay, in the system. Okay, and which particular energy are we talking about? The potential energy of an electron. Okay, so if an electron is present over here, okay, electron is present at the conduction band edge, the energy of that electron is going to be the energy of this electron. Electron is equal to EC at x. Okay, if an electron is present at this value x, the energy of this particular electron is going to be EC x. Okay, this is just the energy of electrons. Okay, if there are no electrons present, then they have no means obviously there is no energy over here. But the electron present at EV has energy EV, and electron present at EC has energy EC. Okay, and that is the potential energy of those electrons. Okay, so if I know that this is my energy of an electron, what will be my potential of that particular electron? Potential क्या होगा? एनर्जी पता है मुझे तो. एनीबडी?
सर वही एनर्जी जो हमें पता है.
हाँ, तो पोटेंशियल निकालना है. बताओ पोटेंशियल क्या होगा? What is the relation between potential energy and potential?
minus integral
Minus
integral of energy.
what is the relation between in electrical systems, when we are talking about electrical system and electrical potential, what is the relation between potential and energy?
Charge से multiply करेंगे.
चार्ज से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. ओके, सो दिस विल गिव मी Vx is equal to ECx over the charge of the electron. What is the charge of the electron?
E
Minus E. Okay, so Vx is going to be minus EC over small e. Okay, that is your Vx. Okay, so now if you look at these two equations, can you find out the value of Ex? What will be the value of Ex? निकाल सकते हो? So if I were to replace this EC in this particular equation, Vx in that particular equation, I'll get Vx can be replaced by EC x, okay, over minus, so this becomes 1 over E. Okay, that will be your Ex. 1 over E dEcx over dx. Is that all right? So that is your Ex. Now I want to find out a differentiation of Ecx with respect to x. What can I do? If you look at this equation, if you look at this equation, can you do something about it? Is there any relation between EC and EI?
Yes, sir. We can differentiate it with respect to x and then add the difference which is constant.
नहीं नहीं, पहले ऐड करो फिर डिफरेंशिएट करो ना, फिर कांस्टेंट गायब हो जाएगा.
Yes,
गलत
sir,
कर रहे
yes,
हो.
yes. नहीं पहले
पहले
differentiate करेंगे
पहले
फिर
नहीं नहीं, कैसे कर सकते हो यार? डिफरेंशिएशन पहले ऐड करोगे फिर डिफरेंशिएट करोगे ना. फंक्शन पहले सही बनाना पड़ेगा ना. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ
Okay.
ई? व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ ECx as a function of EIx? Come on. What is the value of ECx as a function of EIx? How much is that? अरे भाई क्या बात कर रहे हो यार, कोई तो बोलो. विपुल राय, are you there or playing football? I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't remember who that guy was who was playing football while going the class was going on. Anyway, Vipul, are you there? हो गए तो भी मना कर दोगे जब आंसर नहीं पता तो. कोई बात नहीं यार, बोल दो. मुझे भी बहुत सारे आंसर नहीं पता, मतलब ज़्यादातर नहीं पता.
Sir, ECX minus EIX will be EG by 2.
Yes. So this becomes ECx is equal to EIX plus. Thank you, Manav, for keeping the classes lively. I am very thankful to the guys who speak out in the class. Okay, it keeps the class lively. I feel that I'm not speaking to a camera. I'm speaking to a live class. Okay, so thank you very much for those who speak, and those who don't speak, them also thank you very much. इतना सब लोग बोलेंगे तो फिर क्लास नहीं आगे बढ़ेगी. But in any case, I actually encourage those who speak out. Even if you think that the question is very terrible or very stupid, don't worry about it. I also make many stupid comments. You can make one. It's not a big deal. Okay. So if you differentiate, आ गया समझ में? क्या नाम है तुम्हारा? हारुष. क्यों, क्या गलती थी तुम्हारे में?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. बाद में differentiate करेंगे.
So if you differentiate this with respect to x, what are you going to get? You're going to get EI dEcx, or d by dx of EC is the same as d by dx of EI. Okay, and that could also be seen graphically because both of them are parallel, so obviously their slope is going to be the same.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you know that, you can use this equation. इसमें क्या है? EF is constant with respect to x. Okay, EF is constant with respect to x, so dEF by dx is going to be 0. If you differentiate this whole thing, you are going to get dEI over dx is equal to minus C1. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
dEI by dx is equal to minus C1. Now, and that is equal to obviously dEc by dx, which we have already shown over here. That is equal to dEc over dx. So if I replace this over here, I'll get Ex is equal to minus 1 over E C1. Okay. So that is your Ex, and that is coming out to be in the negative direction. सही है या गलत है? ज़रूरी नहीं है, C1 के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है अगर C1 पॉजिटिव होगा या नेगेटिव होगा. वी फाउंड आउट दैट इन द प्रीवियस क्लास वी हैड फाउंड आउट दैट C1 वाज नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिव. एनीबडी रिमेंबर? C1 की वैल्यू क्या थी? पॉजिटिव थी या नेगेटिव थी? It was negative. So if this is negative and we have a minus sign over here, so Ex is going to be positive, which is reasonable to what we had discussed. What is happening? Electrons are going from here to here, so it is leaving behind positive charges on this side. So positive, negative on this side, so field is going to be in this direction. So electric field is in the positive X direction, which is what we think that should happen, and we are also showing it mathematically also since C1 is negative. Okay. So that means your electric field is going to be in the positive X direction. Now, what do you have about J and drift? अब J and drift हमें निकालना है, इसकी वैल्यू ये है. Okay, so Nx into E into mu n, और माइनस साइन इधर ले लेते हैं, माइनस C1 ओवर E. ठीक है. That is your, so E and E get cancelled out. Now we know one thing. What is that? That the current at, see, we know that in this particular circuit, we had already discussed it in the previous class, but let me do it a little more again. So in this particular circuit, if V is equal to 0, the current is 0. Okay, and by KCL we already know that if the current is 0 over here, the current is going to be 0 at all points. Okay, so there is one more thing which is beyond the concept of this course, which is called as detailed balance. What is detailed balance? That each individual type of particles also is in equilibrium. Okay, so all the electronic currents will also be 0 identically. Okay, electron current is going to be 0 and hole current is also going to be 0 at all points. Okay, so which we are not going to prove over here, but you can think about it. There is something called as detailed balance, okay, which is present during equilibrium. Okay, what that means is that your electronic current is going to be identically 0 on its own, and hole current is also going to be 0 in equilibrium on its own. Okay, both don't have to interact with each other at all in one sense. Okay, so since your electron current is 0, so Jn is equal to Jn drift plus Jn diffusion is equal to 0. So वो क्या होगा? करो इन दोनों को ऐड. क्या आ रहा है? So we are going to get, by if we add these two together and put them equal to 0, we had Nx mu n C1 is equal to, ऊपर क्या था, E dn C1 over kt into Nx. Here I have chosen nx and n0 are the same, so don't worry about it. n0 ये दोनों side में. Okay, so we have n0. Is that okay? Now n0x and n0x cancel on both sides. C1 and C1 cancels on both sides. Therefore, I did not remember the value of d. Okay, you'll see that there is a relation between d and mu. Okay, what is the relation between d and mu? What does it give you? dn over mu n. dn over mu n is equal to kt over E. Okay, there is a relation between diffusivity, this diffusion constant, if you want to call it, is also called as diffusivity. dn is also called as diffusivity. Okay, and mobility. The relation between the ratio of them, both of those two quantities, is a constant which is kt by mu. It's not mu, kt by E. Okay, so what will that be? What is the value of KT by E at room temperature? Anybody? What units will it have?
Sir, 0.0259,
What?
and it will be volts in volts.
Yes. KT is in electron volts. Electron volt divided by electron is going to cancel out the electron part, and we'll get remain with volts. Okay. So the KT by D by mu is given is the voltage. Okay. And this particular voltage is also called as we are going to use this voltage quite a lot. Okay, so we also call this particular voltage as V small t. Okay, what is small t? Thermal voltage. Okay, T stands for thermal voltage. T. Anybody has any questions? So by using this particular, this is true for all scenarios. This is not true only in this particular. We use this as an example to come up with this derivation. But you can start with any scenario, any semiconductor whatsoever. If you put your current to be 0, you'll get this relation: D by mu is equal to KT by Q. Okay, and this particular relation is also called as Einstein's relation. सब चीज़ों में आइंस्टाइन है, यहाँ पर भी है, कोई बात नहीं. Okay. So that is the completion of what we had covered in the last class. But there is one thing that I have implicitly assumed and nobody questioned me. Okay, what is that? Anybody? Do you see some kind of discrepancy over here? बोलो भाई. Does anybody see any discrepancy over here? Any assumptions that are may not be valid, or have I taken any assumption? Especially, I'm giving you a hint. I have taken an assumption in the drift current. Okay, what is that assumption?
That the mobility will be not dependent on x.
That is all right. That is not an unreasonable assumption. We all automatically almost always assume that anyway, that mobility is constant.
Okay.
What else?
Sir, electron is in conduction band,
Yeah.
so that could be at any other position, but we considered it at conduction band only.
Oh, that is not an unreasonable assumption either, because if you look at the probability distribution, you will see that most of the electrons lie at the conduction band edge only. And even if they are a little bit far apart, it does not really make that much of a difference. Okay, this is going to be negligible. Okay, even if electrons are a little bit distributed. Okay, so that's not either. Anybody else wants to guess, or they know?
Sir, the slope is constant.
Huh?
So the slope is constant for
No,
energy
that is given to
change.
you. That is given to you. That is the question. That is not a problem. Anybody else? In the constraints of the question, we have made an assumption which I did not mention till now. See, we are saying that electrons have traveled from here to here. ठीक है? Even after the electrons traveling, I am assuming that what? Electrons have moved from here to here, but I am assuming that my electron concentration stays at n0. Okay, which is n0 is not really wrong. I have assumed that n0x is equal to ndx. Okay, which is not really the case. Okay, once the electrons have gone from here to here, n0x is no longer going to be equal to ndx. Okay, and if it were, then there is no question of electric field. Electric field originates. See, we are not applying an external electric field. So how can electric field originate in this system? How can electric field originate in this system? What can cause an electric field to be created in this system? Anybody?
different concentrations of electrons.
Different concentration. No, 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 no. That is not necessarily true. What is the
Sir,
specific?
sir,
Yeah.
sir, because we discussed it in last class that electrons will move from one region to other region due to diffusion, and because
Yeah.
of that, a difference of charges would be created on both the sides of our material, and because of that, the electric field will be generated.
Yeah. So electric field can be generated in a, if you are not applying any external electric field, the electric field can be generated in a system only due to separation of charges. Okay, and that separation of charges can happen only when n0x is not equal to ndx. If n0x is equal to ndx, then separation of charges cannot take place. Do you agree? If at every point my n0x is equal to ndx, then where is the question of separation of charges? Do you agree or no?
Yes, sir.
Because n0x, these are electrons are negatively charged, your donor atoms are positively ionized. Okay, donor ions are positive. Okay, so those are, if they both are equal, then at every point you are going to be electrically neutral. But that is not the case, because there is an electric field. An electric field can only be present when you have separation of charges. Okay, so we have made this assumption that n0x is equal to ndx. That is not really correct. Okay, but it is not wrong either. The reason it is not wrong, because that is the next assignment. So I'm already giving you your next assignment for Octave to calculate the exact value of n0x throughout your system. Okay, calculate the exact value of n0x throughout your system, and the way you are going to do it is by using this equation. Okay, Ex is equal to 1 by E dEcx by dx. Okay, and the second equation, what equation relates electric field to charge? क्या होती है? Is there any equation that relates electric field to charge? Anybody?
So the force equation.
Force, yes.
So that is there, but in a uniformly distributed system or in a 3D system. Is there any equation? There is a name of a scientist or engineer or whatever you want to call him. The relation between charge density and electric field. I'm sure you have studied it.
Gauss law.
Yeah, or Gauss law is another form of it, but it is Poisson's equation. Have you not heard of it? Have you heard of that Poisson equation or no? Poisson's equation. His name is Poisson. We call him Poison. Have you heard that or no? Nobody? You have not heard of this? d by dx is equal to rho over epsilon.
Yes, yes, sir. We have studied it. In
Yes,
first
sir,
semester.
we have heard it, but it was not in the syllabus of JE.
Okay, don't worry about it. But this is another form of Gauss law. So this is called as Poisson's equation. Okay, dE by dx is rho over epsilon. And what is the relation between rho and n? N0. Rho or if I were to write the value of rho at any point, what will that be? We have already written it, okay, previously, but we did not formalize it. Okay, so if I had to write a rho at any given point in a semiconductor, rho will be given by which equation? All the positive charges minus all the negative charges multiplied by E. Okay, at any point rho will be given by that equation. Okay, and what is that? Rho की वैल्यू क्या होगी? Rho will be n d plus minus n a minus n plus p times E. Okay, that will be the value of rho. Rho is your charge density. Charge density is carrier density multiplied by charge. Okay, not carrier density, the overall ion plus carrier density. Okay, so the net density multiplied by E is going to be your rho. Is that okay? Anybody has a question? No? Okay. So you are going to use these two, three equations to find out the exact value of N0x throughout your graded impurity semiconductors. Okay. So that is the end of chapter 5 from the book, and we will move on to chapter 6. And till now we have not talked about any non-equilibrium situations. We have only talked about equilibrium in semiconductor. If anybody has a question, I can take that. Otherwise, we'll move on. Okay. Does anybody have a question here?
Sir, what you talked about, that assumption that we have taken N0x equal to NDX everywhere.
Yeah.
So, sir, when we are considering the diffusion current, then we are not wrong in this assumption, because at that time we are talking at a different means at a given x we are talking. So,
Yeah.
is it correct for that part? Means we are wrong in drift part, but in diffusion part we are correct.
No, we are not correct there either. The reason for that is that once you move your electrons, what happens after that? See, all these currents that we are talking about is a particular instant. Okay, after this has happened, then what is going to happen? Do you understand what I am saying? See,
No, sir.
see if N0x was equal to diffusion. Okay, if N0x is, let us say, value 1. Okay, one value is there for N0x. Whether you are talking about drift or diffusion, your value should be the same, no? You are at a particular point, your N0x is going to be the same, no? Whether we are talking about drift or diffusion. Do you agree or no?
Yes, sir.
It cannot be different for two different things. Okay, and if electric field has to be present, then what has to happen? If electric field has to be present, then N0x
Right.
has to be definitely not equal to NDX. Okay, if they were equal, then you will not have no electric field. Okay, so then diffusion will keep on happening. Okay. So the point is, so after you do the whole analysis, this will be one of your assignments. Okay, the assignment 3 for Octave will have one question as this. Okay, so once you do the analysis, you will see that it's not really a very wrong assumption. Okay, this assumption is not really wrong. Okay, because the difference between these two is going to be very small. Okay, even a very small difference causes a large enough electric field to overcome all the diffusion. Okay. Manav.
Yes, sir, I understood.
Okay, thank you. Okay, let us move on to non-equilibrium situations. अरे भाई आराम से आराम से So till now we had assumed that the only thing that was happening in our semiconductor, the only interaction with the outside world of the semiconductor was that it was having a particular temperature. Okay, that was the only interaction, that the temperature of the semiconductor stayed the same as the outside world. Okay, that was the only interaction that was happening. But in reality, that is not really very useful. We want signals to be processed by our semiconductor. Okay, whether an electrical signal of various kinds, maybe a voltage or a current. Okay. So the first thing that we'll talk about today is something called as a continuity equation. Okay, all this course, this particular course or any semiconductor modeling is nothing but a different form of solving this particular continuity equation. What is this continuity equation? That this continuity equation is nothing but another form of that your charge what conservation. Okay, law of charge conservation, that charge can neither be created nor destroyed. Okay, or another way, another form of another way of describing this is that it is another form of Kirchhoff's current law, that the current at any point in a wire is going to be, the current coming in is going to be equal to current going out, or at any node the net current coming in is equal to 0 or the net current going out is equal to 0. Okay, that is all it is. So let us look at this particular a cuboid in your semiconductor somewhere, okay, which has dimensions dx, dy and dz. Okay, those are the 3 dimensions of your cube. Okay, let us talk about holes for now. Okay, your flux Fpx is this. Flux of holes coming into this cuboid is Fpx. Okay, and the flux of holes going out is Fpx plus dx. Okay, we have not talked about any external systems. So according to Kirchhoff's current law, what should happen? What should happen?
Sir, Fpx should be equal to P of x plus dx.
Yeah. So if Kirchhoff's current law were true, if we were to exactly put it over here, assuming that nothing is happening in this cuboid, we'll see that Fpx is equal to Fpx plus dx. F stands for flux, if you forget it. Okay, it should be this, but that is not really the case, because in semiconductors things can happen, and we are talking about individual particles here. Okay, one special thing about electrons and holes is that you can create and destroy them. Okay, hold on a minute, we'll get into that in a moment. We can create and destroy electrons and holes. Now this is completely contradictory to what we were talking about just now. Okay, bhai, law of charge conservation. What is charge conservation? You can neither create charge nor you can destroy charge, but you can create electrons and holes. How is that possible? When I say electrons, what do I mean? I mean free electrons. Please understand that in this particular course, when I say electrons, 99% of the time I mean free electrons. So you can create and destroy not electrons but free electrons and holes. Okay, what does that mean? The reason for this possibility is because of the definition of the hole. What is the definition of hole?
Absence of an electron.
Absence of an electron. When an electron comes into the absence of an electron, what is going to happen? Your absence of electron will disappear and the electron will disappear. Both of them things are gone. Okay, that is why the traditional expectation of ours that Fpx should be equal to Fpx plus x dx is not really true. Okay, the reason for that is because you can create and destroy free electrons and holes. You can at the same time you can create also a free electron and hole. What happens in an intrinsic semiconductor? An electron goes from your valence band into your conduction band, creating a free electron and a corresponding hole. Okay, so you have two charge created. Okay, so you can create and destroy free electrons and holes in the system. So you have to include that particular thing also into your equation. Okay, so this Fpx minus Fpx plus dx is going to be what? ये क्या होगा?
So this is equals to the number of electrons reduced in that cube.
Yeah, number of holes that are getting reduced in this particular cube. Okay, that is right. So this is your number of holes that are getting reduced, plus you are what you are. So this is the number of holes coming in. Okay, fpx is the number of holes coming in. Fp x plus dx is the number of holes going out. So this is the total number of holes that stay in this cube. Okay, do you agree or no?
Yes, sir. Apparently.
Yeah, that is the total number of holes that stay in this cube. Now what else can happen in this cube, or cuboid if you want to call it? What can happen in this? You can also have generation. Okay, so you can have GP, okay, generation of holes. So that is going to add to your total number of holes in the system, in this cuboid. Okay, and you can also have something called as recombination. Okay, so this is generation. Simple English. Okay, generation means generation of holes. Whatever, how it is happening does not really matter to us. Okay, for this particular equation, somehow holes are being generated, so that is given by GP, and some holes are recombining. That particular phenomena, destruction, the creation is called as generation, and destruction is called as recombination. Okay, because it is not really a destruction. Okay, it is not really a destruction. You are only recombining. You are not destroying a hole. Okay, you are recombining it with an electron. Okay, so this is called as recombination. So generation minus recombination is going to be what? इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं?
0 0.
So this can be. Yeah, what happened?
0.
Manav, are you speaking to me? You are okay. So let us talk about the full volume. Okay, so if I were to multiply this by dy and dz, what is this going to give you? The total number of electrons that are coming, sorry, total number of holes that are staying in this cuboid per unit time. Okay, is that okay? ठीक है ना? Okay, multiplied by dy dz. Recombination and generation are given per unit volume, like most of our quantities in our semiconductors. So this Gp and Rp both get multiplied by dx, dy, dz. Okay, so the units of this Gp and Rp is per unit per centimeter cube per second. बड़ा परेशान कर रहा है यार ये. Okay. Okay, this is equal to dp over dt into dx, dy, dz. Is that okay?
Sir, are we talking of a flow of flux or means static flux? Means this flux is with respect to time,
Yes.
which we have written in this equation.
Yeah, yeah. So this is fpx is per unit per number per unit area per unit time. Okay. So I
sir,
have written this.
effectively this
go ahead.
this Fp is our current only, current due to holes.
Yeah, it is just a current divided by charge.
Okay, okay.
So let me look at the right hand side of the equation. What is the right hand side of the equation? The number of holes that are increasing in this system, in this cuboid per unit time. Okay, that is what it is. P is, what is P? P is per unit volume, and you are multiplying by the volume of this cuboid. Okay, if you are multiplying by the volume of the cuboid, you will per unit volume multiplied by volume is going to give you number. Okay, number per unit time. So that is the number of holes that are increasing in this cuboid per unit time. That is your right hand side. Okay, and what was your left hand side? Left hand side क्या थी? So Fpx into dz dy is the number of holes that are coming into this cuboid, okay, minus the number of holes that are going out of this cuboid. Is that okay? So that is going to give you the increase because of the flux difference. Is that okay or no? This is the change in the number per unit time due to difference in the two fluxes. Okay, flux coming in and flux going out. Okay, so that is your increase in the number of holes due to difference in flux. Okay, so that is one thing. Second is that your generation minus recombination multiplied by your volume. Okay, does anybody have a question here, or are you able to understand what I'm talking about?
Sir,
Come on, yeah, go ahead.
sir, it could be possible that the flux is not constant. So what will happen in that case?
Flux is
Like
not constant.
FPS, like
Yeah.
FPS depends on time or on X. So
Yeah, this is written at a particular time. So that is why we have a dp by dt. So more accurately, this is del p by del t. Okay, we are doing a partial differentiation. Yeah, it is dependent on time. I don't say it is not. What is
so
the?
this is at a particular instant of time, any particular instant.
Yeah. That's why we have dp by dt on the right hand side. Yeah, this is
Okay,
it.
sir.
This is the time dependent equation.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now what will happen in steady state? Steady state में क्या होगा?
Right hand side will be 0.
Yeah, dp by dt should be equal to 0. Okay, dp by dt should be equal to 0 in steady state. So this becomes 0 in steady state. Okay, and then after that what can we do? Once this becomes 0 on the right hand side, we can get rid of dy and dz. वो 0 हो गया तो dy dz 0 हो गए. ठीक है या नहीं? Will dy and dz become 0 or not?
Yes, sir, they will cancel on both sides.
They will cancel out from on this. So the only thing that remains is this dx. Okay, so if you can take this and put it over here. Okay, यहाँ से dx ले लिया हमने और इधर लगा दिया तो क्या मिलेगा हमें? What is this effectively? ये क्या हो गया? fpx minus fp x plus dx over dx.
Oh,
Sir, differentiation of fpx with respect to x.
Are you
Negative
sure?
of differentiation.
Yeah, negative of
Negative.
differentiation, because this is a larger value, means x plus dx is a larger value than, so we are doing the opposite. On the denominator we have done x plus dx minus x. On the numerator we have done fx minus fx plus dx. So this will be a negative. Okay, so this is going to be minus d fpx over dx. Okay, and the reason I am writing a capital normal D, not a dou, is because I am assuming that it is a steady state situation, so no longer it is time dependent. So I have gone from dou to D. Okay, so D, and I am also assuming that it is not varying in x and y. That is another assumption that I am doing. If it were varying in x and y, then you have to include those, and this again becomes dou. Okay, so minus d fpx by dx plus gp minus rp is equal to 0. So that is your continuity equation for holes. Okay, this is the continuity equation for holes. Now what about electrons? Electrons के लिए क्या होगा? क्या डिफरेंस होगा इलेक्ट्रॉन्स के लिए? Anybody? Will there be any difference at all?
So only the p's in this equation will be replaced by n.
Yeah, that is all. Everything else should
Yes,
stay the
sir.
same, because
Yes.
this does not vary do anything about the charge. Okay, everything is in flux. Okay, so if we replace this Fp by Fn, you'll get that. You can replace this Rp by Rn and Gep by Gn. Okay, that is all. Okay, that is will give you the equation for electrons, because we have not considered the charge on holes over here. Okay, is YouTube still working? Anybody can verify? In the last 30 seconds, has it been working or no?
Yes, sir, it's working.
Okay, thank you. So the electrons, the equation for electrons is going to be exactly the same, minus dFn x by dx plus gn minus Rn is equal to 0. Okay, now फ्लक्स इतना इंटरेस्टिंग चीज़ नहीं है. क्या ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग है हमारे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक सिस्टम्स में? व्हाट डू वी यूजुअली मेजर or are more interested in? We're not really interested in flux, we are interested in something else. What is that?
Current.
Sir,
Yeah, current density. Okay, and what is the relation between flux and current density? Fpx is what? Flux of holes. What is the relation? Huh?
sir, del of Jp by del x, d of Jp by dx.
अरे नहीं यार, इतना लंबा चौड़ा डिफिकल्ट थोड़ी है वो. JPX over E है ना. What is current? Flux multiplied by charge. Oh, sorry, current density, not current. Current density is flux multiplied by charge. Is that not? कौन था इससे पहले? किसने आंसर किया था? मानव ने.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it correct or no?
Yes, sir.
What I
it
have
is
written?
correct.
Okay. Similarly, Fnx is going to be what? J nx over minus e, तो minus there लगा लेते हैं. Okay. So if I were to write this in terms of Jn, it will be minus minus चला जाएगा 1 over e Jnx, and this will be minus j 1 over e minus 1 over e j p. Okay, so that is your continuity equation in terms of current. Okay, in terms of hole current and in terms of electron current. Now we could also do one more thing. और क्या कर सकते हैं हम इसका? अब नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है? जेपी और जीएन की इंडिविजुअल वैल्यूज को रिप्लेस कर दो. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ जेपी? व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ जेपीएक्स? आज लिखा था हमने ड्रिफ्ट और डिफ्यूजन के टर्म्स में. P E mu P E. Okay, that is your drift current, minus your diffusion current is E. Remember, in case of diffusion of holes, you get a minus sign. Okay, minus E dP dP by dx. Okay, that is your JPX. JNX is NE mu N E plus E dn by dx. Okay, you can replace this jpx by that. Okay, this is again E is a function of x, P is a function of x, P is a function of x. Similarly, N is a function of x, E is a function of x, and N is a function of x over here. Okay, so if you replace this over here in this equation, you are going to get jp को रिप्लेस किया हमने, so you'll get 1 over E d PE गए दोनों, so minus mu P times what? Minus mu P times d of P E by dx. Okay, and this becomes plus E गए, we get dp into d2p over dx square plus gp minus rp is equal to 0. ठीक है? Is that okay? So this is the equation. This is the continuity most commonly seen continuity equation in terms of drift and diffusion currents. Okay. Similarly, you could write the equation for electrons. I'm not going to go into that for now. Okay. One more assumption that usually people take is what they assume that means if it is accurate, means reasonable assumption. Then one more assumption that people usually do is that you can assume your electric field to be constant. If electric field is constant, then this can be taken out, and then you remain with dp by dx and a d2p by dx square over here. If electric field is constant, then this can come out. Okay. Another assumption that we usually make is that electric field is 0. If electric field is 0, then this whole thing is gone. If electric field is 0, okay, then you remain with these three terms. Okay. Which is what we are going to do for most of this particular course. For most of this particular course, we'll assume that in the region where we are doing the analysis, your electric field is constant, is 0. So you can take only these three terms in this equation. Okay, if electric field becomes 0. Okay. So I'll take a 5-minute break and I'll come back for the tutorial. Okay. If I'll answer any questions after that only. Okay. I'll see you after 5 minutes. Bye.